my friends, and welcome to episode 109 and the final episode of this format of the Wanderer. After this episode, we of course are going into our Into the Future series, or Into the Future videos for 2 episodes as this series ends. So after we beat PSG, not last episode but the game before that, we needed to win something like 12 points to be guaranteed the league title. We've won 2 games. It's been horrific. So obviously we're here for the Marseille game, which was 1-1. But then we're back for the Nice game. At that point, I just went through every single player, praised their conduct, and we came out and we played fantastic football. And I thought, you know what? We're over the hurdle now. I should have done that a while ago, because if you look from our form from March, and to be fair, I did say in January I felt the wheels were going to come off this wagon at some point. It has in style. You know, it's not been losing games apart from Zidane in February, the penalty shootout, and then Paris Saint-Germain the other day. It's all been draws, but all these draws add up, and it's not been ideal. The wheels did come off the wagon. We then played St Etienne. Straight off the back of that, we won 2-0. They got a man sent off in the 90th minute, fairly irrelevant to the situation with De Bruyne getting a brace. And at that point, I was just like, right, we can now sell. Beat Nantes, even a defeat against PSG would make sure that we are favourites for the title on the last day of the season. We drew to Nantes, which left us a point clear of PSG. Alouche scored to equalise from their early opener. We absolutely battered them. And even if we'd won this game, it would have been 4 clear. Draw it, we're 1 clear kind of thing. Sorry, 3 clear or 1 clear. It would have still been dependent on the PSG game, but it would have been a much, much better shape. And then we played PSG, and I would like to say that we were very much in this game. I haven't actually had a look at the match stats properly, because I've only just played this game 5 minutes ago. As you see, 9 shots on target to their 9. We lost 3-1. But I would say their goalkeeper gets a 6.7. My personal opinion would have their goalkeeper's man of the match. It's horrific how FM deals with goalkeeper ratings, but as you see, 6 clear-cut chances, 5 half chances, only 1 of them taken. We did start badly. The first 20 minutes or so was really, really bad. And if I remember correctly, that's when they got their goals. 2 of them in that time. They were 3-0 up at half-time. But after the 20-minute mark, the goal that they scored in the 38th minute was a counter-attacking goal. Fair enough. We scored in the second half, and I thought, do you know what, we could get back into it. And I pushed. I went overload. The only highlight we had after that was a full-time highlight and Aaron McGuffey getting sent off. Maybe should have done that. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Today we're taking on Lyon. If we win and PSG lose, we'll win the league. If we win by 6 goals and PSG draw, what does it go to? Because the goal difference will be the same. I want split rules. Not that I'm expecting to win by 6. So it goes goal difference, results between teams, which is 3-1 each way, goals scored. Now I think we should have them on that. Yes, we do. So if we win by 6 goals and PSG draw, we win the league. If there's any other kind of result, PSG are champions. Again, gets a bit boring. And we have bottled what should have been a fairly routine run-in. You know, we're quite a bit clear in March. And we've just won so few games since then. Since March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draws with 3 wins out of 8 games. That's 10 points dropped. And games that should have been winnable, you know, were in awful form going into this game. We were in good form. Marseille, that is a tough one. Brest should have been an easy win. Nancy, easy win. You know, should have been winning these games. Even if you go back earlier on, Strasbourg in February, easy win. Or routine win, you would think. Early on in the season, you know, we had a bad start. We picked up. Lyon actually beat us 2-1 in the opening game of the season. But what's disappointing is, still, looking at our attendances, we have a 30,000 seater stadium from memory. I'm just going to double check this. 33 all seater. And even in a title run, we're basically 20,000. There's a 29 against Bordeaux. That's a rivalry. That's fair enough. 31. That's PSG. That's for the title in people's eyes. 18,000 elsewhere. You know, it's not good enough. There's no way I was going to be able to turn this team under that pretense of where the fans are into a team that's going to consistently challenge PSG. I think this is probably a very, very good time. I mean, what I might do is when I go to do the 5-year thing is I'll use this manager for maybe the first month and just skim ahead, see what kind of jobs we could have got, and add that in. Anyway, I've rambled on for 5 minutes now, which is never good. So, we're going to get into this game against Lyon. Hopefully we can get a win. Hopefully we can get a miracle and win the league. They are playing Lille, who are ahead of Lyon in the league and fighting for a Champions League place themselves, so they have something to play for. So I've made a few changes today. We've got Pollersbeck, Zukic, Rabiot, Roquet, Aluch and Rodriguez in defence as normal. Gomez is in because McKenzie and Masil are both suspended. Adam in there as usual as well, but that means we've not really got a replacement for Adam, so we need to make this work somehow. We've got Stanley Ease up top, giving him a game. De Bruyne's form's been a bit hit and miss. Tsunami's in because Bonnie's form's gone completely. Kukera, his form's been fairly bad as well, but he makes it basically on process of I need one first team striker up there, and it was very, very close to getting him switched out for Team De Bruyne as well. I just feel like Kukera has something about him. Stanley Ease would be this would be the kind of time where if I was continuing on with Toulouse, I'd be starting to push him. I think he's got a very, very big future ahead of him. I'm very keen to see how he gets on after I've left. He's actually one of the players that I'm going to highlight going forward. Let me know what other players you'd like to see me highlight. Z Gomez is certainly one I'm going to do. Kukera's one. Roquette rather. There's a few guys that was at Hearts with that I'll maybe tag. See how they get on going forward. But early on, Lyon have a corner. Adam knocks that away well. Plays it back to Pollersbeck. That doesn't look like a great clearance from the German. And it's back towards Memphis Depay. Galvan whips back towards Memphis, but Aluch. That does mind me. I'm leaving Toulouse with a leaving present. I've signed a right back. We've got 21 million to spend for next season, but before oh my dear God, that is the luck I've had since that PSG game where we won 3-1 by the way. So basically I was looking for the right back. I was looking at a guy from Nantes called, I'm not going to say, it begins with a K, ends in a Z, but sounds more like a swear word. It's spelled very similar everywhere else. It's a regent, was very, very good, but they were wanting 90 million for him. I think since I've been scouting him and hounding him, and he's been wanting to come, I think I got that down to 60 million. Can't quite find Tsunami. Near Kukera will find. And Stanley's. It's a big chance for the youngster. So I decided the one thing that we need is a right back. So one thing that makes this team a bit incomplete, Aluch's form has been great since I've done this deal. Apart from being suspended for the PSG game, where he couldn't really make an impact. He was suspended, obviously. That was just one too many yellows. Get it in. Wait too long. So we've signed a right back from Milan. I think he cost about 60 million. I'll show you him after this game because, it's my going away present. I was debating signing another goalkeeper for them as well. Scouted a few. Areola and Albin Lafont were the two that I scouted. Could have afforded both, but then I thought, actually I'll leave the new manager with a bit of wiggle room. Stanley scores for bringing his own players in. That would cost me 15-16 million plus a lot in wages to get either one of them from Genoa or Real Madrid respectively. PSG unfortunately winning, so this looks like it's going to be to mute. And that's kind of where we're at. So I thought 2 going away presents may be a bit much. I'll give them a right back that's very, very good, bit experienced as well, which isn't typically my kind of signing. And just try and leave them in a position where they can go as I'm not sure who shot that, but we've ended up with an open goal there, bar 4 of our own players blocking the goal. And it's been shot against one of our own players. Very frustrating there. Gomez to ease. He is going to be something special, I think. I don't think he's maybe necessarily going to be great in the system that I'm playing, Stanley's. But I think as a different kind of striker, a support striker, I think he'd be absolute quality. He doesn't have quite that goal knack that, say, Kukera or De Bruyne have. Just go with it. Oh, wow. They're a bit miffed with that. So, recovered it. My plans for FM19 are finalised. Thumbnails have been done for about 2 weeks now, so, you know, that's getting it going. That's obviously about a month away before the beta save, and 2nd November for the main save that I will be doing. There'll be more details on the channel coming in the near future, and there'll be the videos of the FM19 sort of hype videos, as Kukera tucks at home as well, that I've got to do. They'll be starting to filter over the channel. There might even be one before this video is released, or tonight, but more likely starting from Friday. I've not had a chance to record them yet. Today is Old Firm Day, so I've got no chance of recording it today. I'm recording this before the Old Firm game. I'm expecting some comments laughing at me. Most of you know which way I support in that. Tonight, or some comments celebrating with me, which is the one I'd much rather prefer. But, you know, if we lose and you give me a comment, fair enough. I will accept the banter. I'm all for that. We're winning 3-0 here. It's, you know, this has been our best performance for God knows how long, and PSG are winning, so it's going to be to mute. I should have maybe had the nadas to make some of these changes to the team earlier on. You know, they're winning 3-1 PSG, so that game's gone. The title is gone. We're going to miss out by 2 points, and frustratingly, I think same amount of points as last season. You know, we've had the lowest scoring Ligue 1 season for the entirety of the game, so this was our big chance to win the league. Theoretically, historically, this would have been a 3rd or 4th finish. So we've sort of blown our chance, but you know, it's more Champions League money for Toulouse going forward. Hopefully they can build upon that and start getting fans back in the stadium, because this 20,000 fans nonsense is ridiculous. I mean, this looks pretty full here. This is against a big team on a title decision day. You want the fans coming for the games against Strasbourg and Lille and Nantes and whatnot. It's not been good enough from the fans of Toulouse. Sorry to say it, guys, but you've got a 33,000 seater stadium. You're in a title race, and I'm not saying that the fans are at fault. I should have maybe changed the team and had a bit more nadas for believing in my second string earlier on, but I needed a bit more belief from the fans as well. That's a good ball across to Luca Pellegrini into Tsunami. Oh, it's another big save from Victor Giovanni. So we're not going to get that 6-goal victory that we needed anyway, even if Lille get their 2 goals. Zukic handballed that, apparently. It's normally right. Yeah, 4-1 PSG. Title is gone, guys. We've choked it. The memories of Forfar are in the back of my mind. This is slightly different. Forfar, we really had no run at the title until right at the end, and then we lost it on the last day of the season, if you remember correctly. I think we went to Brecon, and Brecon had been a bit of a bogey team for us all year that year, but we lost 4-0 from memory. And then we got Brecon in the playoffs, and they had the big game players, we didn't, and they smashed us again. You know, this kind of feels like it's got a similar feel to it. It's maybe a little bit less sore because Forfar, I felt we deserved it. We improved through the entirety of the season. Whereas with Toulouse, we've sort of led the pack the entirety of the season. It's been a bit different, but we've lost to a team that should have won the league anyway, who have had a bad season. So unfortunately, we done our end of the bargain in terms of winning the game, not by 6 goals, but you know, we lost it in previous games. Win any one of those draws, and we are now league. Sorry, no, we don't win any one of those draws. We need to win 2 of those draws because the goal difference would have triggered before the head-to-head. So, that's frustrating. The lad that I have signed is, we've lost Remy Rooney. He went, I mentioned this in an earlier video, for free, despite me offering him a contract on equal or greater terms, and I'm being under 24. Didn't work. But we've signed David Calabria. Very, very good right back. If we compare him to a Luch, who is our current right back, he's better pretty much everywhere. Slightly worse attacking, but better mentally, better physically, better defensive, better speed, equal in technical ability, slightly worse in the air as well. But should be a big upgrade from a Luch. The guy who was initially trying to sign, if I go to scouting and short list, and I need to change it back from goalkeepers because as you see I was looking at goalkeepers. And I'll just start by rating. Was this guy, 18 years old, maybe not quite as naturally developed, still slightly better defensively, absolute monster physically, never going to be great in the air at 5'6", but from my scouts rated him extremely highly already. Not quite as good as the lad we've signed, but better in the long term. I was quite keen to get him done, but understandably they're not what to sell him. So it's going to end this series, guys. Well, this season and sort of series. We've got the 2 videos I was talking about. The going to do a 5-year into the future and a 10-year into the future video. I will go away. I will start recording that now, and I will see you on Friday with that. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this series, hit like, hit subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what was the best moment of the series for you. Was it, could it even be losing the title today? It's a big thing. The Hearts titles, were they there? Getting relegated with Pogon Sadolza. All these things. Let me know what was your favourite, whether it was a good or a bad memory. I enjoy seeing people mess up, so if you enjoyed seeing me mess up in some of those bits, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.